بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 9, Algebra 1. We are in the model 6, lesson 3, solving compound inequalities. We want to continue our work. In this lesson, we have today extra practice. And the question, solve each compound inequality, then graph the solution set. So, the first exercise. As you see, we have here compound inequality, but here we use and. We use and. Means we have common or intersecting solution. How to do this problem? Start to solve the first inequality. To solve the first inequality, always remember, keep the variable alone on the same side. So we want to remove the number. How to remove 3? Add the inverse 3, will be negative 3 here, and will be negative 3 here. So 3 minus 3 will be 0. Remains here in the first side z, less than or equal 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 will be 2. And do the same steps in the second inequality. We have z minus 1 greater than minus 5. So to solve this inequality, keep the variable alone. So try to remove minus 1 from this side. So to remove minus 1, add the inverse, plus 1 here, and the plus 1 here. So minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. So we have here z greater than, now minus 5 plus 1 will be minus 4. Then after you solve the first inequality and the second inequality, you can write the set of the solutions. What is the variable here? Z. Z such as Z between two values. Z greater than or equal to, from the first inequality, Z greater than negative 4, Z greater than negative 4, and less than or equal to. So Z greater than negative 4, and Z less than or equal to. So Z between two values, negative 4, and then we want to graph the compound inequality here. The present 0 in the middle, 2 in the positive side, for example here, and negative 4 in the second side, for example here. And here we have 0. The sign in the negative 4 here, we don't have equals, so we can use open circle. We can use open circle. And Z greater than negative 4 means the direction to the positive side. And here we have Z less than or equal to, we have equals in the sign, means to include. So means use shaded circle. Use shaded circle. And Z less than, so that the direction to the negative side. Between negative 4 and 2, this is the set of the solution. Negative 4 not to include, and to include in this solution. This is the graph. Who has any question here? Is it clear for all? Okay, I will solve number 2. So I want from all to focus with me very well. As you see in number 2, we have or. Here we have and. Here we have or. What is the difference between the two cases? When you have and means you have intersecting solution or the common solution. But when you have or means the first solution will be the right solution or the second solution will be the right solution. Like this. You can solve now the first inequality. Y minus 4 greater than 1. Keep the variable in the same side. Try to remove the number. How to remove negative 4? Add 4 to the two sides. Plus 4 minus 4 will be 0. So we have here y greater than 4 plus 1 will be 5. Or we have y plus 2 less than or equal minus 1. Y plus 2 less than or equal minus 1. To solve this inequality, try to remove 2 to keep the variable alone here. How to remove 2? Add the inverse minus 2 to the two sides. So minus 2 plus 2 will be 0. It means here y less than or equal negative 2 plus negative 1 will be negative 3. So the set of the solution here, the variable here y, such as we have, as you see, two solutions. Suppose the first solution true or the second solution will be true. So y equal 5 or y less than or equal negative 3. The graph this is 0 here. We have negative 3. Suppose here negative 3. We have equal in the sign, so use shaded circle. And the direction y less than to the negative side. Y less than. And here you have 5. We don't have equal in the sign, so we can use open circle. And y greater than 5. Greater than 5 means to the positive side. So the solution here from negative 3 to the minus infinity or from 5 but not include to the positive infinity. This is the difference between or and and. This is the difference. Hello. In the number 3, we have the same idea. We have compound. We have compound inequality, but here you have or. So here the first inequality, and here the second inequality, and here you have or. I want from all students to write this inequality in your page, in your notebook, then try to solve it. Then the students who study online, you can take a photo, then send me in the message. And the student here in my class, you can show me your work in the notebook. Start, please, you have 5 minutes.
X less than 1 or X greater than 6.
What is your name?
Hamda.
Repeat please. X less than 1
X less than 1 or X greater than 6.
or X greater than 6. Okay, Hamda, thank you. ممتاز. طيب, check with me please. To solve the first inequality, try to remove 5 from this side. So subtract 5 from the two sides. So x minus 5 plus 5, 0, less than minus 5 plus 6 will be 1. Or the same idea here, try to remove negative 4. So add 4 to the two sides. 4 plus 4 will be 0. So x greater than 2 plus 4 will be 6. So the set of the solution x such as x less than 1 or x greater than 6. Then we can graph. This is 0 here. The present 1, this is 1. You don't have equal in the sign, so use open circle. And x less than 1 means the direction to the negative side. They represent 6. And we don't have equal in the sign, also use open circle. And x greater than 6, so the direction to the positive side. Fine. I want from all now to write number 4, please, and solve it, please. Then send me picture in the message. And here, show me your work in the notebook. Excellent. يعني شغلك صح بس كملي. يعني هون هلا W greater than or equal minus 2. هون W less than or equal 0. minus 9 وبلس 7 شو بصير؟ minus 2. ناخذ إشارة الأكبر ونعمل له الماينس. تمام؟ هون minus 4 وبلس 4 0. معناته هون بيطلع 0 وهون minus 2. تمام؟ بعدين نكتب السيت اوف سولوشن ونرسم. تمام؟ Great. شوف بس في حدا بعت لنا شيء على المسج. Great work طيب. Okay, check with me, please. Here, we want to remove 9 from this side, so we can subtract 9 here and subtract 9 here. So plus 9 and minus 9, 0. So W greater than or equal 7 minus 9 will be minus 2. And the same idea here, subtract 4 from the two sides. So plus 4 and minus 4, 0, means we have W less than or equal 4 minus 4 will be 0. So the set of the solution, W such as W between two values, W greater than or equal negative 2, and less than or equal 0. Then we can graph this is 0 here, and represent here negative 2. So draw here shaded circle, and draw here shaded circle. W greater than negative 2 to the positive side, and W here less than to the negative side. And this is the intersecting solution, this area here. Okay, great for all. Fine. The second case, also here we have compound, but here we want to separate this inequality to the two parts. This is here the first part, and here the second part. So the first part, we have negative 1 less than 2v plus 1, And the second part, we have 2v plus 1 less than 13. Then we can do the same previous operations. We can solve the first inequality and the second inequality. Here, try to remove 1 from this side, so negative 1 here and negative 1 here. Remains here 2v greater than negative 2. Then remove 2 from this side, you can divide here by 2 and divide here by 2. So 2v divided by 2 will be v greater than minus 1. And do here the same idea. Remove 1 from this side, so you can subtract 1 from the two sides. Plus 1 and minus 1 will be 0. Remains here 2v less than 13 minus 1 will be 12. Then divide the two sides by 2. 2v divided by 2 will be v less than 12 divided by 2 will be 6. So the set of the solution v such as negative 1 or v between two values, v greater than negative 1, greater than negative 1, and less than 6, and less than 6. And the graph this is 0 here in the middle, represent here minus 1, and this is here 6. We don't have sign equal here, so use open circle here and open circle here. Then v greater than 1 to the positive side, and v less than 6 to the negative side. So this is the intersecting solution. Number 6, the same idea of number 3. I want from all to solve number 7, please. Then send me your solution in the message. Okay, great work, Hamda and Taif. Okay, we will continue tomorrow, inshallah. We will start from the same exercise. Remember me to start from number 7. So who has any question now about this idea? Clear for all?
Yes.
اوكي tomorrow بكره رح نبلش انه نحله تمام. فبكره اذا انا نسيت ذكروني انه احنا وقفنا هون عند 7 تمام ان شاء الله. So this is period for today. Let us to take the attendance. So this is our period for today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.